This is my Wrestlepalooza review, and I would say that the show, apart from the Brock versus Cena match, was fine. It was not great, but it was fine. I will say, especially starting with the Brock versus Cena, it was kind of like the repeat of their 2014 match. It's just that I don't know what they're doing with him and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman introducing him. Maybe this is what they want to show the people that watch ESPN, that are going to watch for the first time, because I don't get it. Because is what Paul Heyman going to have a partnership with Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins? Like, I just don't get what's happening. And now that Cena has lost, like, what is next for him? Like, he has what, four, he has like what's four appearances left now. So I don't know how many programs you can set with him anyways. And what do you do with Brock next? Like, it probably looks like Brock, is he going to be there at Crown Jewel? I don't think so, because you're going to have the Crown Jewel championships there, and the matches from them, one of them has been set up already. But so we'll probably see him at War Games. So what do you do with him there? Like, I just don't get it. I think the match of the night was Io Sky versus Stephanie Walker. Surprisingly, it was clean, and Stephanie won. I'm very happy for Stephanie that in just a few months, like, she was called like 1 or 2 weeks before Money in the Bank. So like just a few months, she's a women's world champion. She was emotional also. Best match of the night. It's just that I have a feeling in my gut that probably Rhea will challenge Stephanie for the championship at Crown Jewel and win. And that is maybe the reason that they made Stephanie the champion, because they're like, even if she loses, she doesn't really lose anything, because she just got to the roster, she just won the championship. Rhea can win it in Australia. So that is something that I am very like, uh, then I think the mixed tag match, AJ, Punk, Seth, and Becky, was a little bit sloppy. It went on for a little bit too long, but I liked AJ's spots, especially her hitting with him with the curb stomp. Seth Rollins like bouncing around, like strutting around like what AJ Lee does usually outside the ring. And AJ Lee hitting him with the curb stop, and in the end she got the tap out victory over Becky Lynch in the match. So it probably looks like we're gonna get AJ Lee going up against Becky at Crown Jewel. And then we had, the Usos versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, where there was a botch, where there were like two botches, where like one where Jay missed the hip attack completely, another where Jay got busted open. I think the match was fine. You had Paul Heyman there, he was back, and in the end, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed won. LA Knight was the special guest referee. There were a little bit tensions between them too, which I think probably this will lead to a feud between LA and Jey Uso going forward. Is just that what are they going to do with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed? Is the vision now going to get back into the Seth versus Cody feud, which is going to happen? Because right now, because they were doing the mixed tag stuff, all of them have like kind of in their own mini feuds. Or I would preferably I would like Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker to go after the tag titles. You don't have anyone anyways to go after Finn and JD, and they have not defended their titles after the defeated LWO in what, like a month or 2 months ago. So I think that would probably be the way to go forward. I think Cody versus Drew was good. It was not to the levels that I would have thought. And also, I thought that maybe Randy would turn heel, maybe he would interfere, and inadvertently Cody will win. None of that happened. None of that happened, and though they had good spots where Drew was going to hit the claymore through like the under rung of the announce table, but Cody went out of the way, and that kind of played into the match that Drew kind of had it. Like, he was going for the claymore, but his knees collapsed, and Cody got the victory. So I would say the match. I think the one thing that missing was it didn't feel like Cody versus Drew, the big Cody versus Drew that we were like clamoring for after WrestleMania 40. Because I think Drew has been watered down a lot. Maybe they could have had Drew win the feud against Priest because they ended it at 1-1. Maybe after that, Drew could have maybe win more against Randy Orton rather than just one tag match at SummerSlam. You could have built him up better, and then Cody was out for like 4 or 5 weeks anyway. So I think it was not as big as it could have been. Though I do think probably we'll see some kind of triple threat at Crown Jewel between Cody, Randy, and Drew. So I think overall the show was fine. I think it was a good start for them for the ESPN show, but for us wrestling fans who have been watching like since like forever, it was a fine show. So that were my thoughts. What were your thoughts? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter slash X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description. So go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is shampoo@OKICICI, is also in the description. So go donate any amount of money which you can, which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for today. So thank you. Goodbye. Alvida.